Hello students, this is Sumit Bose from the Bodhi Academy, and today we are going to discuss the reasons for the revolt of 1857, which is known as the Seepoy Mutiny. Okay, it happened in the year 1857. Okay, the leaders of the mutiny were, I'm going to name some: Bahadur Shah Zafar, Rani Lakshmibai, and Nana Sahib. Okay, so the revolt happened in the year 1857. What were the reasons of the revolt, right? Why did it happen? The question, if all of a sudden it didn't happen, right? There was some reason. So what were those reasons? Those reasons we are going to know about them. Okay. So let's start. There are three main reasons. Three main reasons. The first one is economic. Reason. The second one is political reason. And the third one was religious reason. Okay, so let's start with the first one, that is economic reason. Okay, what was the exact reason? What was the economic reason? First of all, let me tell you in details. Now, before this revolution happened, we have to talk about what was the economic condition of the villages. Okay, before the British slowly, the British East India Company slowly took over the entire economic system of India, or as well as the administrative system of India. So, India's economy, village economy, was booming. Okay, now after they came, they introduced globalization. Okay, modernization. They imposed some taxes on Indian goods so that they could sell their own goods, which they the British merchants brought from directly from Britain. So Britain can earn the revenue, and the profit of the economic resources of India can go to Britain. So what happened due to this policy, due to this annexation? What happened? Village resources was drained out. Okay, and the local merchants had to face a huge loss, which ultimately broke the backbone of the economy. This was a reason. This was a very huge reason, because when the British started to drain out all the resources, okay, when they imposed taxes on Indian goods, so what happened? Indian goods became more expensive, and the goods or the clothes or the fabrics which they were, whatever they brought from directly from Britain, they became cheap. So people began to buy those goods more, because Indian goods became more and more expensive. So that not only affected the merchants, that also affected the village people, because from that area the resources used to come, the goods used to come. So it broke the backbone. Okay, the condition was terrible of the villages that time. So this was one of the economic reason. Now the next point comes was the political reason. What was the political reason? The British East India Company introduced a new policy. What was the name of the policy? The Doctrine of Lapse. Now, what was this policy? If Queen and the King of any area didn't had legal heir, legal children, then their entire kingdom would be taken away by the company. This was the biggest reason, one of the biggest reason why the revolt of 1857 happened. This was the biggest political reason, the doctrine of lapse. Okay, if the queen and the king did not had any legal children or the legal heir, okay, they could not adopt anyone. Okay, they didn't had the right to adopt anyone, and their kingdom, their property, whatever they had, will be taken away forcefully by the company. So this made one Indian leader angry, and she played a very important role in the revolt of 1857. And the name of the leader was Rani Lakshmibai. Now, why this made Rani Lakshmibai angry? Because she didn't had any children, though she adopted. Okay, this made her angry because she thought that this was a very unfair thing. She didn't had any legal children, and the British were very much greedy to take away her kingdom, that is Jhansi. So this made Rani Lakshmibai hate the British forces, and she played a very significant role in the revolt of 1857. Okay, so let's move on to the next reason. Okay, third is political. Sorry. Next one will be religious reason. I just explained the political reason. What was the religious reason? Okay, the first thing, Indians were treated unfairly and were given more salary than the Britishers. Worked next one was, this was the main reason. So the company introduced a new cartridge and a new rifle. That is, the name of the rifle was Enfield rifle in the army. Now, in those days, they didn't have real bullets like today. Okay, they the cartridges were stored in a leather pack. Okay, and that leather has to be torn from the mouth, and then it has to be put inside the rifle, and then you could fire. Okay, now that leather now that leather, someone told, okay, it's not approved. Okay, there was a rumor spread rapidly that that leather of the cartridge is made from the mixture of porks and beefs. Now, the Muslim sepoys who used to work in the company's army, the Muslim sepoys hated the porks because the Muslim think the pork is dirty, and for the Hindu sepoys who worked in the army, they used to worship cows. So when they heard that the cartridge is being the cartridge leather is being made from the fat of porks and cows, they revolted. They thought that the Britishers are now hampering their religious belief, and this worked like a spark, okay, in the mountain of crackers. Okay. Now, when this happened, when the rumor spread, okay, all the sepoys of the army, okay, they left the British forces and they put away their rifles inside the military camp, and thus the revolt started. They needed leaders. The sepoys then went to Delhi and they declared Bahadur Shah Zafar, who was the last Mughal emperor, as the king or the sultan of entire India, and they needed leaders, and Bahadur Shah Zafar agreed to give them leadership, and thus the revolution started, which had a great impact in the history of India. I hope you all enjoyed the class. For more information and details, please contact the Bodhi Academy.